now we are looking at an update from user WinMCPix, who had shared some eerie poltergeist encounters from his home, in which he and his family is living in. The spirit loves to spook the whole family, including his little son. The unsettling truth: the activity has elevated from loud and terrifying rattling noises to full-on shadow sightings. This clip was captured one night after Win was woken up by a loud bang.
Hello? Hey, no, stay there. Hey. Dude. It's okay. It's okay.
The shadow was just sitting in his chair, possibly waiting for Win to show up. Creepy. A few nights after that, their security camera outside of their home has captured the following incident and alerted the family that movement had been detected at the time. The family had never seen such a weird object, and the way it moves makes it pretty unrealistic for it to just be a light reflection from the street or from the neighboring houses. They are certain that this capture is connected with the scary encounters in their home. Could this be? The next clip was uploaded to Reddit by user SquishMuffins. She writes that this was captured by a neighbor's bedroom security camera while they were out of town for the weekend. They noticed that the camera had picked up some movement one night while they were away, although there were no people or pets in the house the entire time. SquishMuffin states that the house has had paranormal activity occur in the past, so they were quite scared when they realized that there was motion in the supposedly empty house. The owners of the house believe what was captured here was actually the spirit of a woman who is headless, and they point out that if you look closely, you can actually see what appears to be a collar of a dress or shirt on the figure. They also state that they believe the spirit here is sitting up in the bed and then laying back down, as it matches perfectly with the positioning of the bed in the room. It is possible that this is the spirit of someone who either lived in the house in the past or on the land itself. What do you guys think? Is this a paranormal capture, or is there perhaps another logical explanation? This clip was uploaded by Kaylee Logan on Facebook. She tells us that this clip was taken from the Ring doorbell camera at her parents' house. She claims that there has been a lot of mysterious action and sound around the front of her parents' house lately, so she was checking the cameras to see if anything was caught on there. The author of the video says there's no reasonable explanation for what she catches in the clip. She states that there was nobody in or around the car at this time, and that everyone was inside and sleeping when the following footage was taken of her father's car. What she found shocked her quite a bit. In the footage we see a mysterious figure that seems to appear out of nowhere in the passenger seat and moves from the front to the back of the car in an unnatural way. And just as fast as it appears, it seems to disappear again into the air. The uploader also states that they checked the next morning and there were no plants or other objects that could have created this reflection. Some commentators on this video have theorized that there may be a negative spirit who's attached or trapped in the car somehow, perhaps an old owner or someone that was involved in an accident. What are your thoughts on this? Have you ever experienced paranormal activity connected to a car? The next clip was uploaded by Agustina Divia to her very own channel. She made this video of speaking with people on Omegle, which is a platform to video chat with strangers online. But it isn't the video chatting that is the strangest part of this video, rather what is going on behind. Let's take a look. It comes up time and time again that mirrors are doorways into seeing things we normally cannot see with the naked eye. In this case, we can clearly see a dark shape that looks to be sitting up on her bed in the mirror behind her. But when we look to the right, there's nothing on the bed except some clothing. The way the figure in the mirror goes unnoticed throughout the entire video makes the situation that much more unnerving. What do you guys think of this capture? Is it a trick of the eye, or is it the mirror really showing us something paranormal? Your guess is as good as mine. Now we want to take a look at a recent investigation from the paranormal team Desgastando Suela, who traveled to some abandoned buildings in the middle of nowhere that night. Apparently, there have been reports about strange sightings. As they are exploring the outside area of one of the abandoned buildings, there is a faint moan in the distance that gets the team's attention, and they decide to take a closer look towards the direction it came from.
Ay, no sé, se escuchó algo bien feo. Sí. Se escuchó como por aquí adentro.
The woman gets startled by a noise stemming from the inside the building, however states that nothing is in there. Weird. After walking around outside for another minute, the man holding the camera can capture this object in the distance. Something looking at our two investigators while they were exploring that night. And was it related to the strange noises? Nobody can say for sure. This next photo was posted to Reddit by user OKAlternative, and she writes, "Any idea what this could be? Photo taken roughly 3 years ago when my boyfriend and I were in Fern Canyon in California Redwoods. Took multiple photos in the same area, and the thing only showed in this one pic. No other people around besides us." The photo appears to be taken in the canyon on a nice sunny day. Everything looks totally beautiful and normal, right? Well, let's take a look closer. The photographer appears to have captured a very strange figure, made completely out of light. Looks oddly like a person though. Is it possible this is the spirit of someone who met their demise in the Fern Canyon? Or just a trick of the light? This video was uploaded by Vicky Bramshaw, and the woman tells us that it stems from a holiday trip. She and two of her friends went to Ireland that year. They traveled to the St. Peter's Church, and the woman was taking photos and shot video clips in there. On one of her videos, she noticed something truly odd appearing behind one of the cell door windows.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was in prison for 8 months.
He's an interesting figure, because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
Was it a ghost? Vic speculated that it might have been the spirit of Oliver Plunkett, who found his end at Tyburn. He was locked in this cell for over 8 months. Could it be so? It does look like the face of someone from another time perhaps, doesn't it? How eerie. The following video was shared by Bruce Edwards. He noticed that something pretty creepy was unfolding in a news recording. He captured it off of his TV. He states that there was a report about a fatal scooter accident by Channel Fox News. Noticed that a creepy figure appeared in the field, right next to the site of the accident. Bruce even goes so far to believe that this could have been one of the black-eyed children. Others say that it might have been the Grim Reaper, or some form of ghostly or even demonic presence. The area of the accident was not accessible to the public at the time. So, what else could it have been in your opinion? Really unsettling. This short clip was aired by a Mexican TV channel who was showing this interview at the time, in which the man to the left was telling the audience about his work. What's quite mysterious is the misty object in the background that captured the attention of several viewers.
Casi 10 meses buscando a alguien que lo quisiera recibir y no fue posible. Un comprador y pues terminó.
It is really hard to make out what we are looking at here. Some say it does look like the outlines of a hovering human. Others believe it just to be a strange light reflection from somewhere. What's your idea? The next was captured by channel The Oslaskans, and it appeared that a mysterious event has caused the man in the following video to actually get out his cell phone. He tells us about really odd noises he was hearing in the past couple of nights, and that he even noticed shadows in the corner of his eyes. Apparently he was situated in a pretty old building, and I assume he's at his workplace.
So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been working in the studio, and the last couple of nights I've been hearing really creepy sounds. I've been hearing footsteps and like seeing things out of the corner of my eye. Now this is a really big old building, and so that's got me a little bit freaked out. But the top of it was just a few minutes ago, I was going to the bathroom and I was standing in the stall, and I swear someone grabbed the back of my shoulder while I was standing there. If something happens, I want to have it on video.
First things first, checking that no other human soul is around. Then he tries to make it towards the toilet stalls, you know, to possibly record proof that something is still lingering there.
So this is where I was. The lights are off in the bathrooms, of course. Hello? Hello? All right, I think I'm done. All right, I think I'm done. I think I've had about enough for today.
A scary looking face is peeking at our cameraman here. The eyes are reflecting in a suspicious way, which causes some commenters to believe this might have been a ghost. What do you think? Was it a colleague of his that was pranking him that night? Or did this man capture something from another realm? Robin Skirvin has shared the following really odd encounter that apparently was recorded by the CCTV camera right in front of their workplace. It also looked like something was manifesting out of thin air.
Let's see, hang on, it's gonna pull up here just a second. Okay, there it is right there. Watch. It goes all the way across the camera. Now that you know where it's at, I'll pull out a little bit and just watch this thing. It goes all the way across. And there's not a light because there is no light back there behind. You can see up on the hill back there, there's no light there. There's nobody over here, but it's still going across the camera. You can't see it as much now, but it's there.
So, what was Robin seeing that night? Was it merely a strange light that was transmitted from a car or an object from the back? Or was something floating or possibly walking by here? It left them quite a bit baffled, he said. This video was posted to the paranormal Reddit section and it was uploaded by Calson82, and it states, James May in Pompeii, Italy. A ghost appears to walk across the street. Let's see.
This is the main street leading up to the forum. These little openings are things like shops. Through there is a big posh house, and this would have been incredibly busy at the time of the eruption, teeming with Romans doing Roman stuff. And it probably is worth remembering that this actually is a mass grave. Street leading up.
Well, there was something, but it was really bright. Let's look at that again. Oh yeah, look at that in the background. Wow. Could this be an actual spirit walking through the mass grave here? Maybe from Roman times, I don't know. I mean, it does look like something is walking through here. This is not an illusion in my mind. Would they stage their shows though? Possibly. I don't know. The following is a recording which was uploaded by Equitum Duetto Paranormal, and it was a live stream recording that was shared by a young man. He woke up to really unsettling noises in the middle of the night that were stemming from the lower floors of his house. At least this is what he believed at the time. He states that nobody else was in the residence besides his partner and their 2 cats, and the 4 of them were all situated on the upper floor. Let's see what was going on that night.
Otra vez. Ay, perdón. Otra vez, hija. Otra vez empezaron a escuchar los ruidos. Los gatos están aquí en el cuarto de Ale. Espérame, voy a bajar. Tranquila, despierta bien. Voy a bajar. Voy a bajar, a ver, espérame. No, tranquila.
The young man makes it downstairs, and he expected to see several items lying around on the floor.
Ten mi celular a la mano con el número de la policía. ¿Quién está ahí? Tráete mi celular con el número de la policía. ¿Quién eres?
They give it a very thorough search, but can't find any misplaced items on the floor, or anything else that appeared off, which was strange. After all these noises, you would think to find something, right? Confused and very tired, they decide to make it up to the bedroom again. After all, there wasn't much they could do at this point. The young man even states that this place had been blessed by a priest before, so all of this was really strange to them. Of course they had trouble falling asleep that night, and it was shortly after that the activity continued. So they blessed the whole house by themselves, to hopefully find peace that night. But no such luck. Now, look at what happened next.
En nombre de Jesucristo, yo te expulso y te despojo de este lugar. Te despojo. Lárgate. Ser inmundo. Te despojo.
Something appeared to be standing outside the window here, something that shouldn't be there. And it was not possible, since the second floor window had no balcony attached. Some believe this to be an evil spirit that was causing all of this mischief that night. Could that be so? What would you do in this situation? How terrifying. The worst part is that the activity kept continuing all night long. I'll keep an eye open for possible updates on that case.